Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Jnanamrindasya jnananjana Chakshuramitam yena tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam yena Bhutali Swayam Rupa Kadam Yadadati Shadhyati Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yudhabadakamal Sri Guru Vaishnavasya Sri Rupam Sagrajata Sagana Raghunandanvitam Sachivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parjana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandha Jagatpati Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriya Panchakalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Parinanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namo Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaurabhutanda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Vachalam Vayadeyam Kripa Rupande Shikaramata So very honored and grateful that you are here on this happy Radhastami Mahotsav. Thank you very much for coming. How many of you liked the drama? Amazing. So we hear the stories, but when we see them, witness them, not just Hinduism, but Christianity, Islam, Judaism, people go to churches, mosques, synagogues, for only one thing, to avoid going to hell. Why we go to temples? Why we give charity? Why we do philanthropy? Why, I mean, not just Indians, but Christians, Jews, Muslims, any different varieties, Google religion, all these people, so we all do some philanthropy. For what? To avoid. You all should know Google has 2 billion followers, close to or bigger than Christianity. I'm not joking. So Google is a religion. So we all agree, 99% of the people, they may not go to the temple, they may not go to the church, they may not go to the mosque or synagogue, but we will all go to one temple. We will all go to one church, one mosque. There is no caste, creed, sex difference. Everyone will go. What is the church? Google Church. How many of you agree? Yeah, and my hands are up too. So, but this is Srila Prabhupada came to America to popularize what has been the tradition of India billions of years. But this is very tiny portion of Hinduism. Hinduism is very vast. This is a bhakti portion of Hinduism. out of so many stories, this is one story, but very unique story, where devotees control Supreme Lord. Why? For only one reason. They can do anything for him to the extent of going to hell eternally. That's why Krishna is controlled by Yashoda. Krishna is controlled by Radharani. Krishna is controlled by his friends. But if you want to devalue or not give any importance to this story, make Krishna like one of us, that doesn't have that. That's why spirituality to form as a seed in our heart and go forward, it should have the arm support of scriptural knowledge, Shastra. Then second thing is desire to apply, understand, and more important, a desire to apply. Sometimes we don't understand because I want to learn after Java, Python, after Python, something else. But if you understand this is the only thing that will come with me, you become serious. So you understand, apply, and continue applying. Suddenly at the age of 60 or 50, it will dawn on you. This is the only thing that will come with me because my father passed away, my mother passed away, my grandparents passed away, my great-grandparents passed away. I think unknowingly that day I went for prasad and I saw this story and this is amazing. I'll hold on to it. Today is Radhastami, Friday evening, so you can take a little more time, right? How many of you agree? So, I'll take a little, my thing is in 3 parts. One is Tattva, because 20 years ago, Air India international flights, if you get into the flight, you will see Krishna with so many gopis dancing. And Krishna is known for only one thing, Rasalila. Today, if you are very educated, you'll conclude this is Rascal Lila. It's not Rascal Lila. This is something very divine, something no one can even imagine. So, but anyway, 2 weeks ago we did Janmashtami. How many of you are here? That's one of those 5 days. Thank you. Everyone, Janma Karma Cha Me Divyam Evam Yo Veti Tattvataha Tyaktva Deham Punarjanma Naiti Mamiti So Arjuna, my birth and my activities, Arjuna, in Krishna is mentioning this in Bhagavad Gita, this verse comes in Bhagavad Gita. They are spiritual. If you understand they're not material, my birth and activities, all the activities, delivering Putana to killing Kamsa in between, whether it is lifting Govardhan or dealing with Nagapatnis or Dijapatnis or Gopis, they're all spiritual. If you understand this one point, there is a shortcut. What is the shortcut? You will go back to Godhead, no second birth. Yaktava deham punarjanma naiti, no punarjanma. How many of you liked it? How many of you understand, agree, Krishna's birth and activities are spiritual? Hey, you are going back to Godhead. Amazing. According to this verse, of course, you have to realize it. So today, Indians know Lakshmi ji very well. How many of you agree? But Indians don't know Radharani. I am from South India. From my home, Jagannath Puri is 5 hours. From my home, Tirupati is 18 hours. I never went to Jagannath Puri. So many times I went to Tirupati. Why? Cash. You want Lakshmi? I was telling recently, 2 weeks ago, I was distributing Janmashtami flyers. 400 flyers I distributed. And I asked, why so many people are coming to this shop? This grocers, he said, tomorrow is Varalakshmi Vratam. So even converted, these Hindus who are converted to Christians, for that one day they come back. Because whether Christian or Muslim, you Lakshmi to chahiye na. How many of you agree? That day, whether Jesus will give money or not, Lakshmi ji will give money. So you'll put that inside and go. How many of you agree? Even church needs money. But then I came to Krishna consciousness. Then I came to know from my house, Puri is only 5 hours. Because Puri is Bhakti. Jagannath Puri. Then I went. So today, I take a little short time to learn about devotion, Bhakti Yoga. So in Bhakti tradition of Hinduism, God is not only masculine, but God is also feminine. Not only Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead, Radharani is also Supreme Personality of Godhead. I'm sure Matajis like it very much. If you like it very much, say Hari Bol. Yes. In Bhakti tradition, God is masculine, God is feminine. So Krishna is a Shaktiman, Radharani Purna Shakti, Abheda. Shakti, Shaktiman, Abheda, they are non different. Krishna is Radharani in masculine form, Radharani is Krishna in feminine form. So Radharani is also Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna is also Supreme Personality of Godhead, they are non different. So with that I am starting. So Panasha Sakta Vivideva Sruyate Swabhaviki Jnana Balakriya Cha. So Shastra explains Krishna has unlimited potencies, but 3 are very prominent. Is the Swarupa Sakti, Chit Sakti is split up into 3 parts. Can somebody read first one? Second one? Third one? So Sandhini Shakti is a Shakti by which Krishna maintains himself. Krishna maintains himself eternally. His parents, his dress, his mukut, the entire Vaikuntha, Golok Vrindavan, they're all they are maintained by Sandhini potency. Samit potency is cognition, knowledge. If this much knowledge comes in your heart, if this knowledge is contaminated by Maya, then you will be very good with whatever your work you are doing. But if this knowledge becomes pure, you will realize I am a spirit soul. And Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. This body is temporary. And the soul, if I purify myself, I'll go back to Godhead. That is because of the Samit knowledge. Because of the Samit energy. Samit means a cognition, knowledge. The last one today, subject matter for discussion, Hladini, pleasure potency. The devotees speak, So imagine your father is there, he's very rich. Anything he wants, he'll give. But he's always serious. Will you go to him? Like this. Always serious only. What you will do? You will go to somebody who will keep on smiling. Yes, sir. So we all come to the temple because Krishna is happy and he gives you that happiness. What is the nature of the soul? Anandamayo abhyasat. The nature of the soul is to be happy. Krishna is happy because he is an energy. Atma Ramasya Munuyo Nirgranda Vidukrame Kurvante Haitikam Bhaktim Ittam Bhuta Gano Hari. Krishna is self-satisfied. Krishna does not need to go to Amazon to buy things and enjoy. Krishna doesn't need it. Or Krishna doesn't need to go anywhere to downtown and buy things. Krishna doesn't need to go to malls and buy things. Why? That pleasure is inside, in his pocket. That pleasure is infinite. That's why he gives you, still he is infinitely blissful, he'll give you a little bit. What is his pleasure potency? Radharani. Who is the pleasure potency? Pleasure giving potency to Krishna. So we'll go forward. So, as I said, they are non-different, and she is the pleasure-giving potency. You come to the temple, we'll give you prasad. Your pocket is filled with sweets. You said, I'm not interested. Why? Your pocket is filled with sweets. You said, please stay for 9 o'clock prasad. We'll serve prasad, so many sweets. Not interested. So what you will do? From your pocket, you will take the sweet. Thank you very much. Why? It is inside. You have so many sweets. So likewise, Krishna is unlimitedly blissful because that energy is inside. But if you give that name to energy, what is that name to the energy? The name for another name for Ladri Shakti is Radharani. Everyone. So, but actually, again, I will see that they are together eternally. But this whole world is based on the interaction between feminine and masculine. That's why, where is it coming from? From Krishna. Ladini karaya Krishna ananda swadana. Ladini radvara kare bhaktera poshana. So to enjoy, they become two. They are one only always. So to enjoy, they become two, separate. But that's a personality. It's not just energy. Energy as a form. It has its own independence. Who is that? It's a feminine form. She does two things. What are the two things she does? She is an intermediate between us and Krishna. As a pleasure potency, she gives happiness, but she is also mother of the universe. As the mother of the universe, she nourishes us. I have a question for all of you. Whenever you want a cycle, or when you're going to college, you want a scooter, or you fall in love with a Mataji or Prabhuji, whom will you tell? Will you go and tell your father? Whom will you tell? Mother, you will tell. So one day what he said, your 4-year-old, you'll fall down and Mommy, what happened? What happened? So there is a scratch. Okay, immediately she will. So your 10-year-old, Mommy, means what? Okay, cycle you want, I understand. Your 16-year-old, Mommy, means what? You want scooter. So she'll tell the father, this boy is going to college, he got a, he cracked engineering or medical seat, so he should be. This guy, I will not give in a cycle. She said, don't. Because by this time, she has already fed him nicely. Oh, all right. How many of you agree this happened in your home? So 24 years, Mommy. Then says, who is that girl? Okay, so that's a lot. 36-year-old, Mommy, I told you not to get married. All right, that's okay. So everything money only. Where is it coming from? Ladini dwara kare bhaktera portion. Ladini karaya Krishna ananda swadan. She gives happiness to the father. She knows very well how to take care of the father. But as a mother, she nourishes us. Bhaktera portion. So she recommends. They are very good at give. Do you all know that's the one reason we offer bhoga not to Krishna directly? You just know bhoga offering is finished. We give it to our Guru. Guru will give it to his Guru. Finally, we'll go to Radharani. Radharani sees that prasad, that bhoga. In that bhoga, I only made it. Nobody makes gulab jamun like this. They're all written. And so much impurity, so much ego, so much arrogance. Radharani sees, if Krishna sees this, he will not eat it. What she will do? She'll put her hand and she removes all the impurity. She'll sprinkle little bhakti in that. She'll put her hand inside and she gives to Krishna. Krishna said, so much bhakti. Who made it? Radharani says, that Mataji. Krishna said, I know her very well. Definitely not. She said, what are you talking? With so much bhakti she made. Krishna said, I have been watching her. I disagree. She said, I disagree with you. She only made it. Accept it. So Krishna, so much bhakti is that he'll accept it. When Krishna accepts it, you have an eternal credit, which is never lost. You all have a bank account, that will be there, but you won't be there. I always say that. But this credit, it will come with you for the rest of the eternity to come. So who is helping you? Radharani. So Radharani, what is the first thing? She gives pleasure to Krishna in so many ways. How many ways? So Krishna is not like you and me. He is infinite. He has unlimited shaktis, unlimited potencies, and he is infinite. So she gives him pleasure in so many ways. Krishna Ganta Ganadeki Trivida Prakara Eka Lakshmi Ganapure Mahishi Ganahara Prajangana Rupa Ara Kanta Ganasara Sri Radhika Haite Kanta Ganira Vistara. I already told. Sometimes people say, Hare Krishna 16,108 ways. Not only that, gopis also. One commissioner told me, it is easy to worship Ram, very difficult to worship Krishna. I don't want to get there because it takes a long time. But if anyone wants to answer, I can answer. So, first of all, you all should know Krishna does not enjoy anything but inside Hladini Shakti. Krishna will not enjoy anybody, anything. Radha Gopal Bhagwan ki, Daya Padpan Bhagwan ki. Somebody asks you, one Christian missionary comes and says, you guys are worshipping a person who has 16,108 wives. How many of you know the answer? ISKCON devotees are raising hands. Others, no, serious. One day, one person came to me and said, Krishna killed so many demons, very violent Bhagavatam. If you see Bible, there is no violence. I told him, hey, every time Krishna kills a demon, if you read it, that impurity in you is killed. So you go to church, you have envy? He said, of course. But did anyone tell you how to kill that envy? No. You come here and read Bhagavatam, Krishna story, Krishna killing demons, your envy is killed, your greed is killed, your lust is killed, your anger is killed. Really? So Krishna killing is not like a violence. Should I continue or not? So Krishna, I already told, does not enjoy outside. Always he enjoys from inside. That inside person is taken out. What is her name? Radharani. In other words, whether it's gopis, whether the queens of Dwarka or unlimited Lakshmis, they are all Radharani's expansion. Otherwise, Krishna will not even look at them. Krishna will not look at that side. If there is an element of Radharani, then only Krishna will look at it. Ladies and gentlemen, so don't think Radharani is there in Lakshmis, Radharani is there in the queens of Dwarka, Radharani is there in gopis. Radharani is there right in your home. Radharani is there right in your heart. The love you have for your children is Radharani's love for Krishna. Radharani is there in the forest. That love deer has for the child, that is Radharani's love. The love tiger has for the cub, that is Radharani's love. Should I continue? So, Radha Tattva is also very difficult to understand. So, not only the queens of Dwaraka, not only the gopis, and all the Lakshmis, Keshava, Narayana, Madhava, Govinda, Vishnu, Vasudhara, Ramana, Sridhara, they're all Vishnu Tattva. They have a counterpart Lakshmi. When Krishna keeps on becoming Vishnu, Radha becomes Lakshmi. Krishna becomes Rama, Radha becomes Sita. Energy also expands. So the unlimited Lakshmis are all Radharani's expansions. Baldev Vidyabhushan mentions in Vedanta Shamantika, Tum Amsha Lakshmi Durgadika Cha. Lakshmi comes from Radharani. And when you don't listen, sometimes mother she keeps on giving. But sometimes I don't want to go to school. I don't know what happens in America, India, but mother does that, right? How many of you received a little bit here and there from mother or father? The disciplining. So, but what is her nature? Hladini rasara prema prema sara bhava bhavera parama kashta nama mahabhava. The essence of Hladini potency is love of God. The essence of love of God is emotion, bhava. And the ultimate developer of emotion is mahabhava. Mahabhava Swarupa Sri Radharani Sarvaguna Kani Krishna Kanta Shirumani. Radharani is the embodiment of Mahabhava. She is a repository of all good qualities and Krishna jewel among the lovely consorts of Lord Krishna. When you have Radharani's element in your heart, very pure, whatever the story you saw, that will happen. But when that is covered, you will love only yourself. You love only your senses. Gulab Jamun, I want it. Rasgulla, I want it. America green card, I want it. America credit card, I want it. Temple, I don't want. There is only one Rasgulla, you and your wife. I don't care what will happen, I'll eat it. There is only one bed. There is only one glass of water. Only one bed. You sit on the floor, you'll sleep on the floor, I'll sleep. End of the day, I have a dictionary. In that, there are only 3 words. I, me, mine. You will enjoy, others will suffer. You have seen that in your family everywhere. That person is happy, but you suffer. Bhook lag raha hai, prasad kidhar hai? Aayega, jaldi, jaldi. If prasad doesn't come, you'll become angry. So you'll try to satisfy your mind and senses, but at the end you are miserable. But if it is purified, Prabhupada came to do that. Hey, purify your heart. Then you will be happy, your wife will be happy, your husband will be happy, your kids will be happy, everyone will be happy. But if you don't know that, you think you are satisfying your mind and senses, but at the end you are miserable. If you keep on satisfying your mind and senses, 90% America, mental problems, depression, frustration. You have background music also. So, who is Radharani? Everyone wants their grace. Mahadev, Lord Shiva, most of the Indians worship Lord Shiva. And Mahadev is telling them, I also want the grace of Radharani. I also want the grace of Radharani. One day Shiva was in deep meditation. That meditation was broken by the sound coming from Krishna's flute. Amazing. Immediately he left Kailash and he followed that vibration, reached Vrindavan. There's Krishna is performing Rasa dance, Rasalali with all the gopis. Immediately Shiva tried to enter, but at the entrance Vrindavan was there. No Purusha is allowed. But that is so sweet. What should I do? Only gopis are allowed. I want to become a gopi. All right. You go and take bath in Mansarovar. And are you willing to make cow dung cakes? Are you willing to take care of the milking cows? Shiva said, I'll do everything. Because that sound is making me mad. Whatever I'm seeing is making me mad. I never experienced that type of pleasure. This is higher pleasure. So Vrindadevi told him, he took dip in Mansarovar. He came out as Gopi and he joined. And he was watching. Suddenly Krishna said, hey, today I'm not feeling happiness. There is somebody here who should not be here. And then Vrindadevi said, no, all are gopis. But one gopi, she looked at everyone's face. One gopi has 3 eyes. And Krishna, as soon as he saw her, Shiva, you're here. Yes, my lord, I want to be with you in this. I want to, I want also experience this Leela with you. Lord Shiva, Krishna, and Krishna said, all right, you become the Dwarpal, Gopeshwar Mahadev. If you go to the Shiva temple, morning Shiva worship, evening he is decorated as Gopi. How many of you visited that place? Vrindavan. Thank you. So Shiva is telling Radha Radheti Kuryartho, Radha Radheti Pujit, Radha Radheti Anishna, Radha Radheti Jalpati, Vrindaranya Mahabhaga, Radha Sanchari Bhavet. This is Lord Shiva is telling to Parvati in Padma Purana. Oh Parvati, the fortunate soul who says Radha Radha. Radha. Louder. Sri Radha Radha. Who performs devotion saying Radha Radha? Who is faith in Radha Radha? Who chants Radha Radha? Becomes Sahachari of Sri Radha in Vrindavan. Haribol. Amazing. So you have again Radha Radha. So one day by Srila Prabhupada's mercy, Lord Shiva, whatever is telling it, hopefully it will happen. And Lord Shiva is telling this, Brahma also. Brahma, when he understood the mistake, this is given in Bhagavatam. My request to you, develop a desire. Those of you who don't have Bhagavatam, I should have Bhagavatam. Brahma, when he was corrected, rectified of his mistake by Krishna, Brahma went to Vrindavan. Wow, amazing. So he was so infatuated. Vrindavan is a replica of Golok Vrindavan. And who is Vrindavaneshwari? Radharani. He wanted to, first of all, he asked forgiveness from Krishna, and he became, actually, if you see Varsana, 4 mountains are 4 heads of Brahma. He became, I want the dust of Radharani's feet. Bangad, Vilasagad, one more god, actually, I forgot. Huh? Dhangad, no, Dhangad, Dhangad, Vilasagad. Okay. So, Brahma then is telling, what is that? When he realized, he started speaking Brahma Samhita. Ananda Chinmay Rasa Pratibhavita Bhi Tabirya Eva Nijrupataya Kalabhi Goloka Eva Nivasatya Kilatna Bhuta Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Pachami. So in Brahma Samhita he recited, I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, residing in his own realm, Goloka, with resembling his own spiritual figure. So, Radha and Krishna similar. You look your face in the mirror. So these are different. Shakti Shaktiman Aveda. Krishna and his energy not different. So Krishna and Radha not different. So the embodiment of ecstatic potency possessed of 64 artistic activities in the company of her confident Sakhis, embodiments of her extension of her bodily form, permeated and vitalized by his ever blissful spiritual rasa, Ananda Chinmaya Rasa. So Brahma is also worshipping Radharani. And one day Narada Muni, you saw the story, Narada Muni. Everything is wonderful, but I also want to become a gopi. So he went, Gopi said, Radharani said, okay, all right, you want to follow us? Yes, I want to take part in this Krishna's Leela. All right, go and take bath in a Kusum Sarovar. He went, So some people say actually it's Gopikund, Naradakund also. But anyway, he took bath in Kusum Sarovar. And he came out and he became a Gopi. And you saw the story of Radharani's birth. Then Narada Muni went opposite to Kusum Sarovar only. There is Naradakund. There Narada Muni wrote, once he obtained the blessings of Bhakti Devi. Who is the Bhakti Devi? Radharani. So once he obtained the mercy of Radharani, he wrote a book on Bhakti Yoga. What is the name of the book? Narada Bhakti Sutra. There he mentions Anirvachaniyam Prema Swarupam. You cannot understand how much love Krishna has for you. You cannot understand how much love Radharani has for you. And Vedavyas, who is the father of the entire Vedic culture. Who is the father of entire Vedic culture? Prahalad is, Narada Muni is, Bhagavatam was written by Vedavyas, 18 Puranas are written by Vedavyas, Mahabharata was written by Vedavyas, 4 Vedas were written by Vedavyas, Tantras are written by Vedavyas, Samhitas are written by Vedavyas, Shrutis are written and Smritis are written. What is it telling? Everyone, Devi Krishna Mayi Prokta, Radhika Paradevata, Sarva Lakshmi Mayi Sarva, Kanti Samohini Para. This is Devi, resplendent and beautiful. Krishna Mayi, she can see Krishna everywhere. She is also equal to Krishna. Radhika Paradevata, she is transcendental counterpart of Krishna. And she is the source of all the Lakshmis. And Krishna has unlimited energy, unlimited opulence because of her Kanti. All the great good things Krishna has because of her. All the Lakshmis, they're able to give money to everyone because of Radharani. You're listening? Kanti Samohini. So this is written by, this verse is written by Vedavyas. And this is, how many of you visited Uddhava Kunda, Vrindavan? Krishna in Dwaraka, Krishna sleeps with Uddhava, Krishna jokes with Uddhava, Krishna eats with Uddhava. Everyone knew in Dwaraka, Krishna is who is most dear to Krishna? Uddhava. And Krishna went to not Krishna. Uddhava went to Vrindavan and he saw the devotion of devotion of gopis. He said, I don't even have a speck of devotion. And what he did, he came to Uddhava Kund and he did tapasya. Krishna appeared, what do you want? Asamaho charanarenu jusham aham shyam. And what is it? Gulmalataushadinam. I want to become a blade of grass. These gopis, when they step on my head, I'll consider that as a perfection of my life. If you go to Kusum Sarovar, next to Kusum Sarovar, even today, Uddhav is there as a creeper. Every day, next to Kusum Sarovar is Pushpavan. Gopis go to pluck the flowers. There, Uddhav is there on the ground. They will go and step. Because one like blade of grass. These gopis think, Uddhavji thinks, my life is perfect. He's not envious. And somebody is better than that. In material world, we become envious of them. But Uddhavji telling, no, they are more exalted. I'll consider myself successful only if they step on my head. Means he's telling I am their servant. To the extent Brahaspati's disciple in Sakyaras, Uddhavji is telling, Gulmalataushadina. I want to be like a blade of grass. If gopis step on my head, I'll consider that my perfection. And Vedas themselves, when they heard about rasa dance, they all assumed a form, worshipped Krishna. Krishna told Shrutis to go to Radharani. Radharani blessed them. Shrutis also became Shrutichari gopis. The Vedas became the servant of Radharani. So my request to you, forget about anything. Krishna says, one time one reporters in America, they had a goal of their life. They wanted to prove Prabhupada wrong. Because one person, old man, 70-year-old, came to America with 40 rupees, $10 equal to, and he's creating waves. He's creating All these youth of America, they were giving up their drug addiction, and this Swami is transforming their hearts, and they are following the bhakti portion of Hinduism left and right. So somehow they wanted to prove he is wrong. Swamiji, one day one reporter asked, can God create a rock that he cannot lift? Very wonderful question. Agree or not? Can God create a rock that he cannot lift? If you analyze the question, if Prabhupada says no, then whatever God is your God. Because Prabhupada is from India, right? He says yes, then you can create a rock that he cannot lift. Then there's a deficiency in God. How many of you want to hear the answer of Srila Prabhupada? But every time what they would do, I don't think Google was there or this YouTube channels were there, but they would directly connect their, whenever they would put Prabhupada on the mic, they would connect it to the TV. Whole America is watching. Small problem, hey, this religion is bogus. Prabhupada looked at him and said, yes, God can create a rock. God can create a rock that he cannot lift it. And then he lifted. So because his nature, he'll create a rock. And the deer cannot lift. But Krishna keeps on expanding. So after some time, what happens? His strength increases. When he's like, Bill Gates' money keeps on increasing, Elon Musk money keeps on increasing, Krishna's energy keeps on increasing. Then the rock is rock only. Then he can lift it. So likewise, Krishna has only one thing he could not do. See, God means he can do everything. Then you'll say, one thing God should not do. If he can do everything, there's also deficiency. Prabhupada said, one thing God could not do. What is that? Krishna could not understand the depth of love of Radharani. But to understand that, he came as Lord Chaitanya and he measured the depth. Like a rock example. You understood or not? So Krishna could not understand the love of the depth and love of Radharani. Because Krishna is infinite, the love Radharani has for Krishna is also infinite. How many of you understand? The love Radharani has for Krishna is also infinite. My request to you, these are very important because there are bogus serials. And if you see Radha and Krishna, you'll feel, if you don't have this knowledge, you'll think they have the story only. Yes or no? This is not Devada's story. And otherwise, this Brahma, Indra, Lord Shiva, and everybody, nobody would worship Radharani. That's why Sanatana Goswami warns, Avaishnav Mutad Girna Potarikata Mritam Sravanene Kartavyam Sarpochtam Yadhapaya. If you listen or see something not from a devotee, these serials, they are made only to make money. They don't care whether your bhakti is ruined or not. You also let me say time pass, and that contamination will go into your mind, you can never remove it. That's why we should not see. It's milk. When you see that movie, it's a milk. What is that milk? Filled with poison, sarpochishtam, and you can never remove it. Best example is myself. It took a lot of time for me to remove all these impurities, actually. So 3 reasons Lord Chaitanya appeared. 1, to relish the position of Srimati Radharani, to understand the sweetness of himself. 3, to experience the bliss tasted with Srimati Radharani. Sri Radhaya Pranamahima Kidrishovaneva Swadhyo Yenadbhuta Madhurima Kidrishova Madhiya Saukyam Cha Mad Anbhavata Kidrisham Veti Lobhat Tad Bhavadyas Samajani Socha Sachigarbha Sindho Harindu. So Krishna, he wanted to, cow gives the milk, but the taste of the milk, who knows? Calf knows. Flower gives the honey, the taste of the honey, pollen, who knows? Honeybee knows. Flower cannot know. So why everyone comes and looks at Krishna's feet? What is the sweetness? Krishna says, my feet. Everyone is coming and worshipping my feet. You're all listening and speaking. What is that you're thinking about me? I have to give up this seat and sit in the audience. Then only I'll understand this position. Krishna is God. Everyone is a devotee. So why devotee worships God? God cannot understand. He has to come as a devotee. So to understand the position of Radharani, to understand the sweetness of himself and the bliss tasted by Radharani, Krishna had to give up the position of Godhead and come as the topmost devotee Radharani herself. You know? So Radha Krishna Eka Atma Dui Dehadari, they are one and the same. Anyonya Vilasa Rasa Asvadana Kori. Radha Krishna Aiche Sada Eka Iswarupa Leela Rasa Aswadite Dhare Dui Rupa. So there is only one Atma. But for the Leela to happen, they became two. Radha and Krishna, they're eternally united, they're eternally separate. It's a contradiction. Either they should be eternally united or they should be eternally separate. So there recently somebody was telling, what is that? Tamal Krishna Maharaj went. This, what is it? Yamuna Mataji and one more Prabhu. I forget his name. Yamuna Mataji, they were talking. And Prabhupada, Prabhupada said Krishna and Balaram same. That Prabhu said. Yamuna Mata, Brahmananda Prabhu. Prabhupada said Krishna and Balaram same. Yamuna Mataji said no. Because Krishna has, has a relationship, loving affairs with Radharani, but Balaramji doesn't have a relationship with Radharani. They are different. But Prabhupada said they are united. So Tamal Krishna Maharaj heard this. He went to Prabhupada. Prabhupada have a question. What? Brahmananda Prabhu is telling Krishna and Balaram, they are united, they are non-different. Prabhupada said Brahmananda is right. But Prabhupada, Yamuna Mata said Krishna and Balaram different because Krishna enjoys Radharani, but Balaramji doesn't. Prabhupada said Yamunaji is right. But Prabhupada, I cannot understand this. How can they be right at the same time? Either they should be separate or they should be, either they should be right or they should be wrong. Prabhupada said, you are right. Prabhupada said, with Krishna, all the contradictions there, they come to, also they reconcile. With Krishna, all the contradictions reconcile. So when they are united, it's Radha and Krishna, it's Lord Chaitanya. When they are separate, it's Radha and Krishna. Eternally they are united, it's Lord Chaitanya. When they are separate, it is Radha and Krishna. So, what is that? Actually, I'm taking it to the next level. I need only 15 minutes because if you learn, recently one reporter went to one university in Delhi. I don't watch TV. I went to somebody's home. It was on. The family has not come. I just watched the TV for 2 minutes. He gave the mic to one girl and he asked this question. Tell me, I'm giving multiple choice. Rama is the brother of Sita or Surpanaka or Mandodari? This girl said, I think Sita only. What a leading negative question. Rama is the brother of Mandodari or Surpanaka or Sita? Everyone said, somebody said Rama is the brother of Surpanaka. Somebody said Rama is the brother of Mandodari. Somebody said Rama is the brother of Sita. If you think we all have to go to America, make money, I'm honest with you. One day, I don't know, Thomas is here or not. I said 50% Americans have mental problem. He said no, 90% because I'm American, he said. You don't know, I know very well. So if the life is all about eating, sleeping, mating and defending, trying to please the tongue and senses, tongue and mind, very soon you'll have mental problem, whether you're a doctor or engineer. Because the mind is like that, a demon. Why, spirituality tells you regulate your life. American government knew this. Only in America, not in India. You can open a club in the university and preach religion officially. Why? Anybody who follows religion, they don't have mental problem. When the research came, it's proven. In American research, it is proven anybody who is sincerely religious, spiritual, they don't have mental problem. How many of you listening? So don't take your children for the sake of Abhishek. Somebody is doing Abhishek. They said, can you put little more milk? But little milk I put, I'll get this much blessings. If I put more milk, I'll get more milk. I really want to, I really know what they felt when they saw that drama where gopis want to go to hell eternally to relieve Krishna's headache. Now some devotees, first they will come. I would ask, hey, where is your family? They're in the drama. Okay, good. Then 15 minutes later, they will come with their child. Second time Abhishek. Another 15 minutes later, husband and child. And so 4 times, because if I did Abhishek 4 times, I should get, if every time I get 20 rupees, $20 of benefit, I'll get $80 of benefit. Haribol. If I eat 2 gulab jamuns, I'll get this much benefit. 4 gulab jamuns, I'll get this much benefit. Yes, you will get. But there is a next level. What is the next level? If you don't eat and serve, you will get this much benefit. What somebody got by eating 8 gulab jamuns, just by fasting, or if you can eat, but at the end only you'll serve. At the end only you'll eat. You're all eaten, but you sit down, keep on serving. Everyone is done. Then you make your plate and eat. Krishna says, you are the come this side. So why I'm telling this is, what makes difference in your life is knowledge with which you act. Otherwise, okay, where did you go? Friday evening. Okay, next. Not like that. If you come here with an intent to listen and to change, not with the desire to listen, but there is no change, you will just click a picture and go, I request. I want you to click a picture here, not with the cell phone. Because cell phone has so many pictures. Heart doesn't accommodate so many pictures, 1 or 2 or 3. I'm sure you all have pictures of your children, your assets. But add Radharani. They will not come with you, but Radharani will come with you. Should we continue? Why I'm telling is, those of you sincere, today YugalKishore showed the same thing. I told him, I don't know you're doing the same thing. I also prepared it. I cannot delete it right now. So I will read it. This is Saraswati Thakur. He prayed for all of us 100 years ago. He left the world 1914. When did he leave? Sorry, 1914. No, sorry, 1936. His guru left 1913. His father left 1914, but he left 1936. How many of you are there 1936? So he prayed for all of us. Every day 192 rounds without eating gulab jamun 2 or extra. He didn't eat. He would eat rice with no sabji, no salt. He would eat. And every day would chant 192 rounds. He didn't pray for Indians only. He prayed for everyone on the planet. No, he prayed for everyone in the universe. He wanted everyone to go back to Godhead. Is a devotee of Radharani? Please don't take Radharani cheaply. She's not. Bhavadacharya was doing full time. He did masters in America, paying huge money. YugalKishore paid huge money in Drexel. I always tell them 100K uda diya apne. But I think that is the best investment parents did. Why? What are the knowledge today morning he gave class? What an amazing class he gave. Nobody can tempt him because he doesn't need it. A green card will give. I don't need a green card also. Who can tempt you? So I told parents, they came. They have done the best thing. But the investment is of course 100K. To be able to observe the lofty position of, because Radha Tattva is, ladies and gentlemen, I also don't know this when I came. I also came to America to make money. But the day I understood, I gave up my job and became a monk. I'm still practicing. Why? I saw what many people couldn't see. I realized my whole endeavor is, if you realize 1% of what I'm speaking today, you will go very far. He's a Naishtik Brahmachari. He never spilled his seminal force, or to speak of looking at women. He chanted 192 rounds every day. And where there is, when there was a big cyclone with an umbrella on the top, he just, because his roof flew off, but he stood there and chanted, not for him, for all the people of the universe. He is petitioning to Krishna, take everyone back to God. And if they chant one mantra, if they become devotee of Radharani, this much. But Radharani is not another temple. This is not another temple. This we open at 5 o'clock every day. Whether somebody comes or not. 7 months, no only. Why? To be able to understand the lofty position of Srimati Radharani, her confidential associates, is not within the realm of common people. Only those who engage constantly in intimate, confidential, and eternal loving service to her understand this sacred truth. No one can fathom the mysteries and esoteric implications of such pastimes except her confidential associates. Nobody can understand. The day when our link with this material world is limited to the barest necessities, this is your qualification. If you want to understand Radha Tattva, what is that? If you want to minimize one day we asked one brahmachari. In fact, one brahmachari was giving a class in one school in America. And he said, they're all Americans, he is American too. And he said, material world, if you do not come to the path of bhakti, otherwise, this Vietnam war is going on and they'll send you to the Vietnam war. You don't know what is going to happen. He spoke like this and the lecture is over. Any questions? The teacher raised his hand. Don't you know Vietnam war over 10 years ago? He said, I don't know. Vietnam war is over, really? Don't you know the president is not Nixon, but he was 2 presidents before he was a president? I don't know, really. I mean, I'm not telling you should be that much disconnected. But who is qualified? If you deal with this world only for various necessities, our trivial opinions, concocted austerities, pious works, so-called knowledge, and mystic power are considered worthless like straw. When our worship of Narayan or Sai Baba or Shirdi Sai Baba for this and this, or this Devata, that Devata, in the mood of majesty is not relishable the least. When we are not inclined at all to be outspoken in the conventional topics of divine masters like rasa dance, only then will we be fit candidates. So let me summarize, I put these points. Minimum connections with the material world. When our trivial opinions, concocted austerities, pious works, so-called knowledge, mystic power are considered useless, if you think like that. You don't worship anybody but Krishna only, not looking for cheap adoration, profit, and distinction. I'm not tempted by Kanaka, Kamani, Pratishta. I don't want the allurements of opposite sex. I don't want any name and fame. I don't want 3 million followers in the Facebook. I don't want so many followers in the YouTube. Saraswati Thakur is telling 100 years ago, you are qualified to understand Radha. And this is Lord Chaitanya, who is a combination, Yugal Rupa of Radha and Krishna. He's telling to Raghunath Das Goswami. There is a movie actually, Bhakta Raghunath. Do not listen to mundane talks. Do not listen to mundane news. Do not eat fancy food. Do not wear fancy clothes. Do not expect honor to yourself, but offer respect to others. Always chant the holy name of Krishna and in your mind serve Radha Krishna. And if you go to Radha Kunda, there is a samadhi. People from all over the world, they go to see the samadhi of Raghunath Das Goswami. The way Christians go to see Saint Francis Samadhi, Devotees from all over the world, they go to see the Samadhi of Raghunath Das Goswami. Hare Krishna. Why I'm telling this? Raghunath Das Goswami once a week, son of a billionaire, once a week he would drink a cup of buttermilk. This much cup. Once a week only. Heart was filled with the love of Radharani. I cannot tell you, how many stories how Radharani came to protect him, how Krishna came to protect him on the bank of Radhakund. So many billionaires world has seen, but why everyone is going to see Raghunath Das Goswami Samadhi? He went back to Godhead, he attained the grace of Radharani, and he paved the path to go back to Godhead, he paved the path to receive the grace of Radharani. That is Raghunath Das Goswami. These are, I'm cutting the story short. These are the 6 Goswamis, Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami, Prime Minister and Finance Minister. They gave up their positions, 40,000 gold coins, they donated, and all the people throw their clothes, they would wear it. Today people go to Vrindavan to see Raghunath Das, Rupa Goswami Samadhi, Sanatana Goswami Samadhi, Rupa Goswami Bhajan Kutir, Sanatana Goswami Bhajan Kutir. All their possessions were beads, japa beads. They give free of cost. Raghunath Bhatt Goswami, they never spoke one lie. And Raghunath Bhatt Goswami never criticized anybody. Raghunath Bhatt Goswami disciple was Raja Man Singh, Akbar minister. And he fell at his feet. What do you want, Goswami ji? He said, I don't want anything. Build a temple for the pleasure of my god brother, Rupa Goswami. A beautiful temple, 7-story temple was built in 15th century for the pleasure of Raja Man Singh built it for the pleasure of Raghunath Bhatt Goswami, who wanted it for the pleasure of Rupa Goswami. And don't criticize others. Keep your, you may have so much money, but keep your needs minimum. Then you will be able to focus on that holy name. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Yes, because they kept their needs minimum, their heart was a blazing inferno of love of Krishna. Hey Radhe, Brajadevi ke chalite, hey Nanda suno kuta. Hey Govardhana Kalpapada Lake. They never said they saw Radharani. Raghunath Das Goswami, Radharani came and covered Raghunath Das Goswami head with Rachel. People go and see that place. And Sanatana Goswami, Lord Shiva came, and Lord Shiva told Brahmana, Sanatana Goswami is my friend. One day Sanatana Goswami wanted to leave the place because it's filled with mosquitoes. My sadhana is not going on well. Out of 24 hours, 22 hours they do sadhana. But Lord Shiva said, please, Sanatana Goswami. This 15th century, don't leave this place. Why? I love your association. Lord Shiva says, I'm Krishna devotee, you're a Krishna devotee, we are good friends. No, I'm very happy that you're chanting, don't leave. But the mosquitoes are too much. Lord Shiva said, don't worry, I'm also Bhutanada. I don't think he had a cell phone, but he called the in charge of mosquitoes. You should not stay in this area. Chale jao. Serious. And Lord Shiva said, give me only 12 hours time. If mosquitoes are there after 12 hours, you leave. This is next to Manasi Ganga. Today also, Sanatana Goswami Bhajan Kutir was there. Lord Shiva's just one phone call drove away all the mosquitoes. Sanatana Goswami lived till the last day. That's where he left the body actually. How many of you made friendship with Lord Shiva? And Lord Shiva will do that for you? Sanatana Goswami is also Prime Minister. How many Prime Ministers had relationship with Lord Shiva? Because he has attained. One Brahmana went, worshipped Lord Shiva. What do you want? Money. And Lord Shiva said, nearby there is Sanatana Goswami. It's a touchstone. You go and tell my name, he'll give it to you. Yes. This Brahmana came to Sanatana Goswami and said, sir, you have a touchstone Parasvedi? Of course, yes. Can you give it to me? Oh, yes. Where is it? In my backyard trash, it is there. He went there in the trash, started digging all the trash. There, touchstone. He's touching everything. Everything is becoming gold. Haribol! Amazing. So then he became, then he came to Sanatana Goswami. Sir, can I take it? Sanatana Goswami said, please. Before Sanatana Goswami would change his mind, this guy ran away with the touchstone. Sometimes we change our tunes, right? Today we say yes, tomorrow no. 6 months later, he became a multi-billionaire. Everyone is looking for this. This guy threw it in his trash can. Means, what does it mean? He has something better. He came all the way. Sir, everyone is looking for this touchstone which will convert iron into gold. Do you have something better? Oh, of course. Can you give it to me? Of course. But one condition. You have to throw this touchstone in Yamuna. That is difficult. But he's the one who gave the touchstone. So he threw it in Yamuna. If anyone wants, you can try in Yamuna. Why not? Little endeavor, right? Right, 2-3 days, you'll get it, you'll touchstone. Otherwise, 2 days holiday. Just what happened? 2 days I took bath in Yamuna. Agree or not? मिल गया तो मिल गया नहीं तो क्या 2 days I took bath in Yamuna, so much. If you do a little bit Abhishek, you'll get this much benefit. If you take bath for 2 days more. So some people say, they gave up everything and they gave up their prime minister position. That's why they got Radharani. But I want to stay in America. I still want to hold on to my green card and credit card. I want to do my GM job and whatever jobs. I want to have my families. So will I become the recipient of the mercy of Radharani? Of course, yes. Haribol. How many of you liked this one point? So we have to say thank you, Srila Prabhupada. How many of you agree? Srila Prabhupada knew very well. That's why Srila Prabhupada introduced until festivals, actually up to that point, festival means only one thing, two things, fasting and kirtan. One day, one guy came to Yugal Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. Tomorrow is Janmashtami, amazing. Janmashtami is over. But tomorrow is Nandotsav. Okay, everyone looks for Nandotsav because Janmashtami is fasting. Nandotsav, what you are going to do? Kirtan. Babaji Maharaj, after Kirtan, what you will do? Kirtan only. I know, but after Kirtan, what you will do? So, afternoon also Kirtan. Afternoon, 1 o'clock later Kirtan, what happens? Kirtan only. Okay, after Kirtan, then evening, what you will do? Kirtan only. That one word I am looking for, you are not telling. So what will you do, Babaji Maharaj, in the night? Kirtan only. And the same question was asked to Prabhupada. Prabhupada said, we celebrate Nandotsav, 12 o'clock Prasad is served. That's what he liked. You want to know how Prabhupada introduced fasting with Americans? There were no Indians those days. One day Prabhupada came and Prabhupada made an announcement. Today is Sri Krishna Janmashtami. Americans said, what does it mean? Krishna's birthday. Oh, okay. And then the bombshell landed on their heads. We are all fasting. I have a question for all of you. You must have so many colleagues in your office. Just go and ask him. Did you fast? Oh, yeah. I take breakfast at 9 o'clock. I'll fast till 11 o'clock. So Prabhupada said, Prabhupada, fasting? Yes. Till what time? 11 o'clock? Because they had already took breakfast. Till 12 o'clock midnight. Prabhupada said, no problem. If you, in case you have a problem, we'll give you misri, means that is sugar cubes. But you'll all fast. You all should know Prabhupada power. Nobody asked for food that day. Till 12 o'clock, every American fasted. Prabhupada also knew if he had made announcement tomorrow Janmashtami fasting, nobody would have come. So he made the announcement there. So Srila Prabhupada, what he did, in ISKCON Ekadasi pizza is there, Ekadasi pasta is there, Ekadasi, so many things are there. Don't worry. Srila Prabhupada made it very easy. Chant 16 notes, follow 4 regulated principles, and don't criticize others. You will one day see the lotus feet of Radharani. She will take you to Krishna, and one day you will see the lotus feet of Krishna. Haribol! So Lord Chaitanya, he is the commander of Lord Chaitanya. He knew the Kali Yuga souls. Kali Yuga prana is anna, our life. Our life air is in the food. We need, Prabhupada knew that, So what he did, so he introduced this process. You don't need to change anything. Stay where you are. Continue your jobs. Very important. Take good care of your families. But morning 1 hour, evening 1 hour, you chant. And follow this process. This is the only thing that will come with you. And one day you'll see the grace, you will see the Lord's feet of Radharani. Can I take 2 more minutes and finish it? Our story. I think everyone is hungry. Only one devotee is trying to substitute for everyone. आवाज तो निकल नहीं रहे. People became so weak. Okay, 2 minutes. So one day Radharani appearance did not happen in the material world. Krishna was in the Rasamandala of Golok Vrindavan. This material world means there is old age, disease and death, corona, COVID, and what is that? Death, old age, disease, and what else? Green card at the graveyard. People will get green card only at the age of 50. In 10 years later, they won't be there. So, but spiritual world, there is no old age problem, no disease problem, no death problem, only happiness. Only happiness. And so in the spiritual world, in the Vaikuntha planets, the topmost Vaikuntha planet is Golok Vrindavan. Golok Eva Nivasati Akilatma Bhuta Govindamadi Purushottam Bhajami. In Golok Vrindavan, topmost Vaikuntha planet of spiritual world, one day Krishna was in the Rasamandala. He was alone. He developed, I want to enjoy more. When he thought like that, from his left portion, Radharani came out. She manifested. When she manifested, he said, 14-year-old young girl. And immediately, as soon as she manifested, she started running towards him. Dha, Dhamamana, Radha, Ra, running. She was running towards him with an intent to serve. That's why she's called Radha. She was running with an intent to serve him. But she thought, how can I serve? Because he is her she is Krishna's pleasure potency. She was thinking, how can I increase Krishna's pleasure? When she thought like that, from her body, left and right, so many gopis came. And the rough number is 1 billion gopis. You want a strict number? 636 million gopis. 37. Not many people. In other words, if you join, that number doesn't make much difference. Don't think the seats are full. There's a lot of space. Only thing is you have to work hard. Okay? So, that's why Radha means she manifested only to give pleasure to Krishna, only to serve Krishna. And I don't want to say this. In the material world, Krishna told Radharani, I'm going. Krishna comes in one day of Brahma. I'm going down. So Radha, you want to come? She said, if I have to come, I need Yamuna, I need Govardhan, I need all the 12 forests of Vrindavan, then only I'll come. In other words, she wanted all of us to see that. Krishna said, no, I know your heart. Mother, right? So she wants us to be benefited. So Krishna, because of her desire, Krishna sent Govardhan, Yamuna ji, the 12 forests, and the Mukhya Ravali, it's called Raval today. One day, Rishabhan Maharaj, good friends with Nanda Maharaj, 2 weeks after Krishna was born, one day he went to Yamuna's bank in the morning, and there was a beautiful 1,000-petal lotus. On that, he happened to see a beautiful baby girl. And Rishabhan Maharaj is a devotee of sun god, So he picked up and brought her. And you saw that small play. She was so beautiful, but only one problem, she cannot see. She is deaf and blind. That's what they thought, at least. So Narada Muni came and said, wow, Krishna appeared. Krishna appeared means, YugalKishore Radha might have appeared somewhere nearby. He started searching everywhere. When he came to this place, Raval, he felt that vibration. So he started asking everyone, do you have any child born recently? So he went to the home of Rishabhan Maharaj. Do you have a child born? No, of course. I have a son born. And they brought Sridham. This is a Gopa, Krishna's friend only. Anybody born? Nobody. No. Anybody born? Of course, we have one daughter. But sad, what happened? She cannot see. She cannot hear. Really, can I see? Shamal Preeti acted so well, actually. So she's here. She's not here. So the moment they brought the baby, this is Radharani. She said, okay, no, she will, I know she's not, no, she will get her eyes back, but I need a little privacy. As soon as they went outside, he closed the door, fell at the feet, and he recited the stotra, offered so many stotras. Immediately Radharani appeared the transcendental form of 14-year-old. And she revealed her form, eternal form. And I told, right? That's why later he went and wrote Narada Bhakti Sutra. Then he came out and said, again, she became a small baby child. And he said, no, she'll be all right. So celebrate some festival, and you're good friends with Nanda Maharaj anyway. Invite him for the festival. So Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda came as usual to attend the festival. They're all talking. So baby Krishna went and looked over the swing. And Radharani was sleeping. So Radharani understood Krishna came. Radharani doesn't want to see anybody. She wants to see only Krishna. She wants to hear only Krishna. So many pastimes. One thing I have to tell you. The last thing is how to obtain her grace. Very important. So I told you, Radha and Krishna's combination is Lord Chaitanya. And Lord Chaitanya is the one, he has given this process. Sadhana. Devotees. Today also, our Janmashtami with so much services. This is the only thing that will come with me. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Second one, Sadachar. Not just chanting, but deal with everyone respectfully. Gratitude. How can I serve you? What can I do for you? Everyone wants a shoulder to cry. So if you just, you try to, as much as possible, maintain good qualities of service attitude of gratitude. If you have intense gratitude, you will never be depressed. Gratitude is important. Not just chanting alone. And serve seva, guru and devotees, very important. Service. And the last one, don't criticize others. Don't hear others' criticism. And very important, keep your connection to this world minimal. If you whole day, that is like this is like that, American politics, Indian politics, American newspaper, Indian newspaper, when you get up to chant one round, the entire round is gone, mind will repeat all the Indian politics, American politics. One round is done, oh yeah, I'm doing one round only. What did you think of Indian politics? Then after some time, you'll increase 2 rounds. First round Indian politics, second round American politics. So you want to go back to Godhead or not? You want to receive the grace of Radharani or not? So we need to control. So once in a week, come here and learn Bhagavad Gita, learn Bhakti Yoga, learn Srimad Bhagavatam. These 4 things. What are the 4 things I said? And very important, don't quarrel with others. Don't, difference of opinion can be there. Don't criticize others. Develop the attitude of gratitude. you will become. I'm talking to myself. I'm also like that, unfortunately, filled with so many impurities. But what is the hope? Srila Prabhupada is our hope. Srila Prabhupada came to America with 70 rupees. He came to give this to everyone, and he started with the drug addicts. And drug addicts became pure devotees. They don't even know about Hinduism. They don't know about Ramayana, Mahabharata. It worked for them. Why it doesn't work for us? Srila Prabhupada, he was a Jaladuta, and he sang this, he wrote this song. Oh, brothers and sisters of America, Krishna taba punya habe bhai, e punya kori boha be Radharani kushi habe. Prabhupada is writing, you want to attain the perfection? Please, Radharani. He never thought this will be published. He is writing about whom? He is telling this to Americans who do not know anything about anything of bhakti. You all heard the name of Radharani. Hare Krishna mantra. Everyone, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. That Hare is Radharani. Krishna's energy. She is there. Together it is also Lord Chaitanya. But if it's separated, it's a Krishna Radharani. Krishna Radharani. Krishna Radharani. That mantra, she is the mother, magnanimous. She is there only to recommend us to Krishna, even a little bit. Together as Lord Chaitanya came only for one thing, to take us back to Godhead. Thank you very much. I'm sorry, because it's Friday evening, I have taken a little more time. Please go and take prasad. Very grateful. And those of it is one announcement. Tomorrow, 11 o'clock, we have a volunteer appreciation lunch. Those of you part of the Bhakti Vrikshas, those of you part of the groups, those of you came and served on Color Fest, on Janmashtami, or any other festival, you will receive a gift tomorrow. Gifts, please come. Appreciation is taking place. I request you, please do come with that. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna Prabhupada ki.
Yugal Kishore Prabhuji ki.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.